All right, just in, staffing is back to normal, we are told this morning at Newark Liberty International Airport. This after the air traffic control facility operated short-staffed for 2 hours this morning. Newark really just one of several airports that have reported staffing issues over the past 24 hours. You can see on the map right there a lot of really important airports there. There have been delays for passengers traveling to and from so many cities. The Department of Transportation says they have seen an uptick in sick calls since the shutdown began. Controllers are considered essential workers and they are required to work without pay. Their next payday is scheduled for next Tuesday, October 14th. But if the shutdown continues, that paycheck will only cover their hours before this all started. And later this month, they would miss their first full paycheck. With us now is Nick Daniels, the president of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association. We really appreciate you being with us. Just talk to us about the impact of the shutdown on your members, on air traffic controllers. What is it?
Well, good morning and thank you for having me. The impact is every day they're going to work and now wondering, am I going to get paid? When am I going to get paid? How long does this last? How long are these distractions going to continue, which is going to lead to stress, which is going to lead to fatigue, and it's something that weighs on our minds that ultimately leads to anger and saying, open this government today. Let us do the amazing job that we do day in and day out.
Why are we seeing shortages at facilities around the country?
You're getting a front row seat to what we have been saying for years of delays being reported due to staffing, due to equipment that's not reliable. Over 1,000 times we've had to declare ATC 0, meaning there's not enough staffing or the equipment's not working in many of the facilities out there. Now that it's being focused on, people see what air traffic controllers deal with day in and day out of having to combine sectors, work other people's airspace because of the shortage of air traffic controllers in the system. And it's now being highlighted for everyone to finally see.
To what extent are the shortages or the sick calls, if that's what's happening, shutdown related?
It's common to have one or two people calling sick on a shift. We have facilities that have 300 people. We have facilities that have 11 people. And when you have crews and they're broken down, there's somebody that's going to lose their medical clearance because they had to take a medication. There's somebody that had to call in sick. The people are going to show up. They're going to do their job. What I'm concerned with, what the flying public's concerned with, is as this continues, what it does to the air traffic controllers and the fatigue that it creates.
It's one thing for us to sit here and say, you know, they're going to get a partial paycheck next week and then no paycheck after that. But what does it feel like? What are you hearing from your members about what they're going to do to get by if they stop getting paid?
Yeah, paying me eventually is not an excuse, and it doesn't pay the bills that are due today. When I show up and the creditor wants their money, when the mortgage is due, when I need to put food on the table or gas in the car, that's what we're concerned with. And that's what the American the American public is concerned with, is are there air traffic controllers, when paychecks start becoming partial or not received at all, they're going to have to go to their morning shift, their evening shift, and then go drive Uber after they're done in order to have a steady stream of income. That level of stress and pressure is absolutely unfair, and it should not be on the backs of air traffic controllers in a shutdown that has zero things to do about with us.
One of the things that is part of shutdown history lore is that the last shutdown, the record-setting shutdown, ended in part because of a shortage of as few as 10 air traffic controllers here. What do you envision going forward?
Air traffic controllers don't start a shutdown, and we don't end a shutdown. Politicians start a shutdown, and politicians are the only people that can end a shutdown. What you're going to see is the stress, pressure, and fatigue that air traffic controllers have to contend with, the very difficult world of managing this system already critically staffed and then wondering where our pay is going to come from and having that steady stream of income. That's the impact that I'm worried about and that I don't want to rest on these air traffic controllers, and why the politicians need to come together now and end this shutdown today like America's calling for.
Nick Daniels, we appreciate you being with us this morning. Thank you very much. Kate?